Hi everybody, welcome to another Crafting with Kimberly. Today we are going to be making stamps. So this one goes along with Lauren's video on China, so make sure you have watched that one first. She uses a word in her video called transfer ware, which is really a fancy term for a stamp. So what was happening is people were painting and then literally pressing it onto the China. So I thought it would be kind of fun to make a stamp today. So for this craft, because it requires sharp objects and a little bit of cutting, it is going to be a craft, at least at the beginning, where you're definitely going to want some adult help or supervision, depending on the age of the child doing this craft. I am actually going to be using apples to make my stamps. You can use whatever you have around the kitchen that kind of is similar to this. Potatoes work really well. So I am going to make it in just a minute, but the supplies that I have on the table are, I have a paring knife, a bigger knife that I'm going to cut the apple in half with. I have some small cookie cutters. Well, they're not really cookie cutters. These are for making pies. But I have some small ones here that I'm going to use. I've got some paint on the table, a paintbrush, some paper towel in case I make a mess. And a few other things that we'll talk about in just a minute. So I'm actually going to get started. Okay, so what I am going to do is I've got my bigger knife here and I'm just gonna cut the apple in half. So you can see you actually kind of have your own little stamp if you want to make the shape of an apple here. I practiced on another one. And then I am going to take my cookie cutter and all I'm doing is just kind of pressing it down into the apple. Oh gosh, maybe not quite that far, but that's okay. I have pushed it down in there. And then I'm gonna take the paring knife and I am literally just cutting around the outside of the little cookie cutter. So once I've cut around the cookie cutter, the key is, about 1/4 inch in here, I'm going to actually take the knife, the paring knife, and cut around the apple, just like this. I can actually feel it kind of hitting the edges of the cookie cutter. So now I'm just gonna kind of peel that off. That's funny. And then I am going to slowly and carefully slide this cookie cutter off. Ooh. There you go. And then I have a tiny little acorn. So I actually practiced on one earlier, so you can see two that I've done here. So you can do any shapes you want. I've got others here. I've got apple itself, so I could have done that in it. But now I am going to, all I'm going to do right now is get these little seeds out. And then I've got a paper towel, so I'm gonna kind of press it down on the paper towel just to kind of get the excess juice out of the apple, so it's a little bit drier. Get the seed out. Do the same thing. And now I am ready to start using my stamp. So I'm gonna get started. Okay, so here is what I did. I took my stamps, and I picked a few colors and I put my paint out. I have some paint brushes here, and I actually painted onto my apple and onto my stamp, rather than say squirting out paint and going like this. So one thing that I did do was I had a piece of paper and I actually practiced quite a bit with my apples and the different shapes just to see what they would look like when I actually painted them and then put them down on the paper. Because I'm working with apples, it's not perfectly flat, and so the shape can look a little bit different. So, you know, my gold acorn looks a little bit different than my green acorn. And obviously my apples look like giant blobs, so that can be turned into something as well. But what I decided to do was practice with these acorn ones. So I painted on, once I felt really good about the way that it looked on my paper, I went ahead and painted the green on, and then I had this jar left over from when I made butter in another Crafting with Kimberly, and I thought I'm probably going to use this to make something later on with apples or something else. I might make some butter again, and so I thought it might be fun to decorate the lid, and so that's what I did. I took the stamp and I pushed it down onto the lid, and so now there's a little acorn on the top of my jar lid. So when it dries, it'll have a nice little decoration on the top. So thank you so much for joining me today for Crafting with Kimberly. I hope you have fun making stamps.